why Bolt customers are always bitter. You know, if you're an Uber driver, you will realize that even if you play it good, you play it safe, the customers are always looking for problems. The Bolt customers are always looking for anything that will cause problems so that you guys can start making noise and quarreling. And this is something that has happened over the past 2-3 years. And it's a very, very common thing among Bolt customers. So on this video, we are going to focus more on why customers are very bitter. Why customers are, they always have a story to tell about every driver, every car that they have boarded. What happened and why? What's the reason behind all these chaos and problems? Now, number one, frustration. The level of frustration and stress that Uber drivers are causing their customers is not a joke. Uber customers are going through a very, very tough moment right now in the hands of drivers. And as always, you know, I always talk about Uber issues, drivers, customers. And this is something that I think even me maybe I've done it, but in most cases I've tried to be professional. Now, the problem comes, the biggest problems between drivers and customers is when most drivers are canceling rides. That's where the problem starts. Most drivers, a very good percentage of rides are being cancelled. So in every ride that you accept as a driver, you will realize that it is a ride that has been cancelled by almost 4 or 5 drivers. And because of that, such customers are already toxic, and they're already toxic and frustrated. What happens now, once you accept this ride, once you accept such rides, you realize that you are finding someone who is very bitter. The reason being, number one, this client is already maybe late. He requested like 10 minutes, or some even 30 minutes. There was a time I picked a client who told me that I've requested more than 10 of them. I have waited for almost an hour. Some of these drivers are accepting rides, but they don't cancel. They just stay with it. They don't make a call. They don't do anything. So this one doesn't sit well with most customers. Most customers, once first driver cancels a ride, because they cannot stop requesting again. First driver, some drivers even call, where are you? How much is the price? Where are you going to? They ask questions, then they tell you that, no, that's very cheap. I will not go for that price. So frustration is very big, that even if you are good, you accept a ride genuinely, knowing very well that I've accepted this ride and I'm going this way. I will go for this ride. I will complete this ride. But now the client you are going to meet is already bitter because of some 4 to 5 drivers who have cancelled her ride or his ride. This guy will treat you the same. This client will treat you the same. And this is a problem coming from maybe, let's say, pricing, and also how drivers and Bolt are not together in solving their issues. So drivers have decided now to cancel rides when they don't feel comfortable completing them. Now customers, they don't know and they don't care. They don't know where the frustration is. And as always, even before, we have always believed that those who own cars brag a lot. So customers feel like we are just broke people who have just found themselves in cars. You understand? So we are misbehaving, tunaringa, unaona, ni kiburi, unaona. So customers, they don't feel like it's one side of the business, and lack of Bolt solving the issues of the drivers and making things smooth. So in most cases, as an Uber driver, you will find an already bitter customer. That is very common. They are already bitter, but not because of you. It is because of some 3, 4, 5 drivers who have cancelled the ride. Some even told them, just board your app. Use that app to take you to where you want to go to. Some drivers even insult them. Some drivers even talk to them the way they want. So this is also something that as an Uber driver, you should know. And also Uber customers, they should know. Some of these customers also, they are on a revenge mode. They are coming for revenge. If they find that one Uber driver, they are coming for a revenge. It is a revenge out of frustration. It is a revenge on the last driver who maybe mistreated her or mistreated him. Now, since they have got you, maybe you are just genuine, you are just friendly, you have no problem with this guy. But at some point, you realize that this guy is creating problems by force so that he can revenge. So as an Uber driver, you should be very, very composed. You have to try hard to be silent and just to drop that guy because they are bitter. In some cases, like there was a day, I picked a client at the TRM. This ride was going to Mirema. It was around 230 in total. And as always, 230, as a driver, you are earning 170 after commission and tax. Now, imagine as a driver, you are going to TRM, stop at the gate for the search, security search and all that. Then you go inside and this guy should be paying for the parking fee. So most drivers prefer customer coming out. If you can't come out, most drivers will cancel such rides. Now, so I picked a man and the wife, and trust me, the wife was already on a revenge mode while the man was just playing it safe because drivers had cancelled the rides like more than 10 times because on the lady's side, we were using the lady's account, the wife's account, because the man's account, at some point, after more cancellations, Bolt will suspend your customer account after several cancellations. So the man's account was already suspended for a duration of, I think, 30 minutes. And the lady was the one who requested, and even the lady went through about 5 cancellations. So the problem came when I went for them. I just picked it once. I had just picked this ride once and went to the pickup location. But the lady was on a revenge mode. Revenge mode. Even when we were talking, the man was trying to be... The lady was on a revenge mode while the man was trying to be professional because he knew very well, the man knew very well that I was not the one. It was other drivers, but the lady was not going to give it any respect to me. So in everything that I was trying to do, even asking, where am I dropping you? Can you see the map? Can you look at the map? You don't have a map? All that. But they knew very well that even what they have pinned was not exact, and the lady knows. But the lady was in a revenge mode. So no matter how right a driver is, Bolt customers are already on a revenge mode and there is nothing we can do about it. The only thing you can do is to stay silent, drop the client if he is willing to. If the client is not willing to, or the revenge is becoming too much, just tell the guy to drop, cancel the ride and continue with your life. Because you cannot, there is nothing we can do about it now. The revenge is serious. The drivers are doing it for Bolt and customers are doing it for the drivers. So it is about paying back. It is a revenge mode. Drivers are doing it to frustrate the company, while the customers are doing it to frustrate the driver, because everyone knows where the problem starts. Hello guys, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, leave us a comment, tell us what you think. Thank you, and see you on the next one.